Sometimes to understand the big picture, you've got to zoom way, way in. So for this explainer, we're going to do just that. We're forgetting the long view for a minute and focusing on a single 24-hour period. Just one day. We're going to see just how many different crises, both man-made and natural, can slam into our world all at the same time. The pressure is definitely on. And that day, January 24th, 2026. Go ahead, lock that date in your head, because it's going to be our anchor point for a global whirlwind, a day where it feels like everything is happening all at once. So, where do we even begin on a day like this? Well, our first stop is a crisis that's entirely of our own making. A geopolitical eruption, really, kicking off in South America. We're heading to Venezuela. Okay, so the sun is barely up, and the world is just waking up to this absolutely huge breaking news. Operation Southern Spear is officially underway. And look, this is no diplomatic mission. We're talking about a direct, US-led military intervention, with airstrikes hitting targets right across the capital city, Caracas. And the human cost is, well, it's immediate and it's brutal. The very first reports coming in confirm a really stark number, at least 100 people killed. Just like that, a devastating, instant consequence of this military action. And then, just as the world is trying to process that, the main objective of the whole operation is revealed. U.S. forces have captured the former president, Nicolás Maduro. And he's not just captured, he's immediately put on a plane to New York to face these long-standing drug and weapons charges. I mean, what a stunning, absolutely game-changing turn of events. But while this massive man-made drama is capturing all the headlines, something else is happening. The planet itself seems to be striking back. As these political shockwaves are spreading from South America, we're going to pivot. We're going to whip all the way across the globe to Asia and Oceania, where nature's fury is being unleashed. Our first stop here is Southeast Asia. News starts breaking about a catastrophic landslide in the city of Bandung, Indonesia. We're talking about an entire hillside just giving way, burying homes, burying everything, and sparking this desperate, frantic search for survivors in the rubble. And right away, the numbers coming out are grim. At least 7 people confirmed dead. But as you know, in disasters like this, that first number, it's almost never the whole story, is it? And here's where that uncertainty, that fear, really kicks in. Authorities are reporting that 82 people are still unaccounted for, just missing somewhere in all that debris. That number, 82, that just represents the sheer terror and chaos that's unfolding on the ground right now. And get this isn't some isolated event. At the exact same time that rescue crews are digging through mud in Indonesia, thousands of miles away, New Zealand is getting absolutely battered by severe winter storms, causing just widespread, massive disruption. Okay, so this wave of crises just keeps rolling, and next it crashes right into North America. It's really proving that on this one single, relentless day, no corner of the globe is being left untouched. And what's happening? Well, it's pretty much a parallel crisis. That same pattern of severe winter storms, it's also sweeping across the United States. We're seeing reports of widespread flooding, and it's getting so bad that governors in multiple states are having to declare official states of emergency. All right, let's just pause for a second and take a breath. Let's step back and look at the bigger picture here. What this one day really shows us is a world that's fighting a war on 2 fronts at the exact same time. One front is against ourselves, and the other is against the forces of nature. I mean, just look at the timeline of this one day. The morning kicks off with military action. By the afternoon, a massive natural disaster is in full swing, and by the evening, weather emergencies are being declared in 2 more countries. It's just a relentless, non-stop 24-hour cycle of crisis. And really, this is the core takeaway, isn't it? On one side, you've got these geopolitical crises, things born from human decisions, from military action. And on the other side, you have the raw power of nature, landslides, storms, floods. The thing is, these crises, they're not waiting in line. They're not taking turns. They are happening all together, right now. And just when you think it can't get any more intense, here's the final, powerful piece of irony. All of this, the airstrikes in Caracas, the landslide in Bandung, the storms, all of it is unfolding while many of the world's most powerful leaders are gathered together in one room at the World Economic Forum. And what are they doing? They're theoretically discussing how to solve these exact kinds of problems. So that leaves us with a really, really tough question. When our world is getting hit from all sides by devastating man-made disasters and natural disasters all at the same time, and each one is demanding our resources, our focus, our empathy, how do we even begin to decide where our attention should go first?